Hey everyone, this is Angie at StampingWithAmore. Today we are getting ready for Valentine's. I did one project already last Tuesday, and now I am going to do another one for Sunday. We are on a roll with Valentine's projects. So if you are in need for some Valentine treat boxes, stay tuned. So come join me. And for those of you who are new, my name is Angie. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I post on Tuesdays and Sundays. So let's get started with the project. So this is what I'm sharing today. I'm sure you've seen these self-closing boxes. Y'all, it has been 9 years ago that I made one of these. I looked it up to see how long it had been. 9 years, and I haven't made one since, and I don't know why, because these are stinking adorable. And it just opens like that, so you can stick your candy in there, a small gift. And when I saw this, I thought, wouldn't it be cute to put a heart on the front? And it would make a cute Valentine's gift. So this is what I'm sharing today. If you want to do it for a boy, leave off the flower and just do Be Mine or Happy Valentine's Day. Do it different colors. You can make them blue. You can make them whatever color you want. But today we're making one just like this. So let's get started. What I'm using for this. And this is the Hearts of Elegance bundle, so I'm using the stamp set and the dies. These, y'all, are online exclusives, so if you go into my shop, you write in online exclusive, they should all pop up. This one is available now. The other one, I used the arches and the dinos that I used on Tuesday's project. Those will be available on January 7th, so that's when they all go live. And then I am using, you can put Happy Valentine's Day. Actually, if you want to just put Happy Valentine's Day, you can just do it on this white piece because it's a larger piece. You can do Love You on there. You can say, do Sending Lots of Love, My Heart Belongs to You. Any of those will all fit on this project. And then the dies, y'all, are everything. So I already took out the two we're going to use for this one. So we're using this. These two are for the flower. And look at these extra pieces that you get. Look at this huge heart. I have a really cute idea for that. And this is adorable. These little, one right here, they emboss. This one does as well. And then the smaller heart, it has a bunch of hearts in there, and plus the flower and the leaves. So they are everything. I could not wait, and I was so excited to see that we have hearts again. I'm just over the moon about it. You probably can tell. I know some of you always say you can hear it in my voice, and yes, I'm really excited about this one. So we are going to do a little bit of embossing just for the Be Mine. Really quick and easy and a fun one to do. You can use this for any occasion, but we are working on Valentine's right now. It's our next big holiday. So you will need a piece of 6 by 8.5. I'm using Melon Mambo for this one. And then a piece to stamp on. And then to mat it, I'm only going to mat the front. So you need one piece that is 3.5 by 3.5. And I think I'm going to mat the back of this one. I didn't mat that one, but I thought it'd be cute just to mat the top part. So I cut 2 this time. And these are 3 3/4 by 7/8 inch. And if you have a pattern, be sure that you pay attention to the pattern on there. Now the designer series paper I'm using is also a 9-line exclusive. It is the Marbled Elegance. This is gorgeous paper. Y'all, I'm using the back side of this paper, but look at this paper. The back side is all gold flaked. You can make it super elegant. And look at this. I'm going to definitely use this back paper because it's gorgeous. Look at this paper. So I didn't use it. I used the back side, and I love the back side of every one of these as well. They're all so pretty. But yeah, that's an online exclusive as well. All right, let's get started by just stamping the flower. We'll get this all ready to go. I'm going to use Melon Mambo, of course, and some Lemon Lime Twist. So I'm going to just stamp the flower. And I did already condition these because they were brand new. So we're going to stamp the flower. And yeah, I forgot my mat. Y'all, it makes a difference with this little mat. And it's so cheap. It's so worth getting it. And we're going to do 2 of the leaves. So we're going to do 1, 2. Like I said, you can leave the flower off, but I love the addition of it. I think it's so pretty. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my dies and I'm going to cut these out using the dies here. Make sure you line it up right with this flower. I'm going to use a little mint tape to hold it in place so it does not move on me. And then we're going to cut 2 of the leaves, and this fits on here just like that. And I'll run those through and I'll be back with that, and then we will do our heart. Okay, so I have the flower all ready to go. We are going to stamp our sentiment. I already cut out the heart, 1 large one, and that is basic white, and then 1 in melon mambo. So these are the size of the hearts that we use. Let me tell you about what size these are. So this one is about 3.5 inches, and the smaller one is 2 and maybe 3 inches, about 3 inches. So that's what we're using for those. Now I'm going to stamp using my Versamark on this one because we're embossing, and I need my little embossing buddy here. We're going to emboss that. For those who have not embossed, always use an embossing buddy or some kind of embossing powder to keep the static down. We're going to use our Versamark. I know a couple of you said that you fail at embossing, but y'all, there's nothing to it. Just keep trying it until you get it right. There's nothing difficult about it, actually. It's very easy, and it's so gratifying. I never get tired of watching it melt on here. And we're going to just add our white emboss. I don't know why the bee is, I don't know if it's just my stamp, but it keeps putting a little dot above the bee, and it keeps bugging me. So I'm trying to get it off there. I'm going to grab one of my little brushes and sweep that away. Now I'm going to get my heat tool, and we're going to heat this and watch it melt here. Do not overheat these. As soon as you see it melting, always turn off your heat. All right, we're going to put this on here. I think I'll use my wet glue. And we're going to attach that. And I'm going to wait to put the rose on until we get it all put together. All right, so here's our papers. We need to score now. And in the last video I did 9 years ago, I don't know if I explained it very well, so I'll try to do better at it this time. So I am going to use my scoring tool here. I'm going to use my cutter because this is easier for the scoring on this one. So you're going to score it on the 8.5 inch side first, and we are going to score it at 1/2. So I'm going to score it on this side. It's easier for me to hold it there. I'm going to score that at 1/2. I'm just going to flip it around and do 4.5. And then you're going to turn it on the 6 inch side, and you're going to score it at 1 and 5. And then we're going to do one more score, and we are going to score it. There's 2 boxes right here, 2 squares right here. I'll mark it for you so you can see. I'll just use a pencil and try to, so you can see what I'm doing here. We want to mark the center of each of these, and these are 4 inches. Each one is 4 inches, so we are going to just mark the bottom at 2 inches. Let me grab a ruler. It'd be easier to show you. All right. So on this part here, you're going to mark it at 2, and then we're going to score it down And then this one as well. You're only going to do it on the bottom. So mark it at 2 here. This is the part I don't know if I was super clear on. So we're going to just go ahead and grab our scoring tool, and I'm going to score this. So you're just going to score it here. And if you score it this way, you can score it at 2.5, and you're just doing it up to that score mark, the first score mark there, just that one part. And then it'll be 6.5. So you can do it like that. It makes it just easier. But it is at the 2-inch mark at the bottom. I hope that makes sense to you. That's the bottom of our box here. All right, we're ready to cut. And I'm going to cut off this is the 1/2-inch side. We're going to cut this bottom piece off here. Let's get the stuff on that one. And I'm going to cut at an angle here. This is our glue tab. And we're going to do the same, cut off this little tiny piece up here. Now what we got to do is use our ruler, and we're going to score from that mark. You're going to do it to the corner here. I'm going to lightly mark it, and I'll just do it inside out so you can see. So that corner right there, the square is going to go down to this one. You're going to do a V. So that corner is going to go down to that 2-inch mark that we marked. So that's what it's going to look like. We're going to go ahead and score this too. To there. And then this one goes to there. So you're going to have 2 V's. And that's what makes our little V in the box. I'm going to grab my scoring tool, and we're going to score these now. So I'm just going to go over where I marked, down to that corner. If you have something soft underneath you, like I have this, it helps to score. And then we're going to do it from there to there. It's not hard at all. All right, now I'm going to sharpen all these score marks. I am going to sharpen these this way so you don't see where I marked. You want to do all the V's though too. And you want to do the middle. I'm going to do these V's here on this side. And like I said, this comes in so handy. I talked about it in my last video. It's linked in the description. I love this here. It's so good. And then we're going to do that and the bottom. Now on this bottom one, we're going to be cutting. So you're going to cut up here. And I'm going to just take a little bit off of here. And do it on the shorter ones. Actually, they're about the same distance. I thought one was shorter, but let's see, we'll do this one. And this is the bottom of our box. So it's going to look like that. So now we are going to, I didn't score this. I'm going to close up this box. I'm going to use Seal Plus. On our glue tab, we're going to put our glue. We're going to fold this over like that. And look at our box. We need to close up the bottom. And I'm going to put the 2 I cut in the inside, and we're going to put some Seal Plus down here. I'm going to put a bunch because I want it to stick real well. And then make sure you're square there. Oh. You want to try to keep it from overlapping the bottom. I'm going to grab my bone folder again. I'm going to use that side again, and I'm going to push that all down really, really good. And I have some overlapping. If you have any of that, just cut that off. I don't like it. It drives me crazy, y'all. I could have done better at getting it straighter, but it was being a little bit difficult. But look at, there's your box. Let's decorate this baby. It's so cute. Now I'm going to show you a way to use the matting to cut it so it fits. And I'm going to get my scoring tool again. And you're going to mark this. Make sure your design's going the right way and you cut this the right way if you have a design on it. All right, I'm going to mark with a pencil. I'm going to mark it at 1 3/4. That will be the center point of this. And then what you want to do is you want to cut from this corner. Oops, let's do it this way because that's our mark right there. Let me see. I'm going to make sure my hearts are going the right way. Okay, what I had to do is turn it upside down to make sure I get this going the right way. And you're going to line up that mark there and the corner of this here. And you are going to cut that down. Do the same on the other side here. Line those up and cut. And you have your pieces here now to mat. You're going to use all 3 of these. So let's use the wet glue. And we are going to add this piece first. It's a little bit trickier when you have a pattern going a certain way. So always put your pattern upside down and mark that at the 1 3/4 inch side, if that makes sense. This way you're going to cut it the right way. And then these 2 pieces, one goes on this side and then the other one goes on the other side. And it works out perfectly. Okay, y'all, my camera stopped. So it stopped when I was putting on the other pieces of this. So we are going to move on from here because all you missed was me putting on these pieces here. So you know how they fit. I showed how they fit before. All right, so we're going to move on to the heart. So I already put some dimensionals on the back here. So this is going to go onto the front. Let's take these backings off. Yeah, sometimes that does that, y'all. I'm in the market for a new camera because I've been having problems for a couple years now with it, and I keep saying I'm going to get a new camera, and I'm really been looking, but I need to find the right one. This one I've had for a very long time, and it's time to retire it. It's just driving me crazy. We are going to add our flower here, and I'm also putting a dimensional on this one. So it's going to go up in the corner here. I'm going to use some wet glue, and we are going to put our leaves on here. And this one's going to go under here because there's dimensionals, so you can slide it right underneath. And then we're going to do the other one on the other side. Just like that. And y'all, I was almost finished with this and it went and stopped on me, but look at the end result is super pretty. I hope you enjoy this one. I thought the heart on there just came out really cute. Yeah, so that is it, everyone. It's so cute to just pop it open, fill it with goodies or a small gift, and it would be a great little gift. All right, everyone, if you need any supplies, here is my January host code. If you place an order, I appreciate you using the host code. For those of you who used it last month, I had free gift with purchase last month. And if you use the host code, you're going to be getting a gift in the mail. And they should go out by the end of January because I'm still waiting for a couple to come in. And yeah, I will catch you in the next one. Thank you so much for taking the time out to watch. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye.